Hi everyone, my name is Junon. I have a health science background, and I'm the author of the book Truth and Empathy: How to Find Your Soulmate. And I'll put a link to the book below. This video is about the romantic compatibility between ENFJs and ESFJs. I think a lot of people ask themselves the question, what makes or breaks a romantic relationship, especially long term? And I think it's a good idea to look at different characteristics that can help us determine if a relationship has a good chance of being successful or it's going to go belly up very quickly. So let's look at what ENFJs and ESFJs have in common. They're both obviously feelers, and more specifically, extroverted feelers. So they have extrovert feeling as their first function, which means that these are people who are very right brain dominant. They are very agreeable. These are people who want to bond with their loved ones. They're the type of people who are willing to make a lot of compromises to keep the harmony in a relationship. And so there tends to be like the more the martyr almost type. Again, these are something that in a sense they will appreciate about each other. They will understand each other on that level. The other aspect obviously is that they are judges, which means that you can count on them. They are reliable, reachable. These are people who plan ahead. Also, the other aspect is that they're the type to be cautious when it comes to even how they manage their money. So these are people who are not risk takers, and they will appreciate about each other. So they have introverted thinking as their fourth function. So they're not really interested in math and science, and they're rather more interested in talking about subjects like, let's say, the humanities, things that are revolved around the human element. So they will appreciate that about each other. So in other words, their subject of conversation will be similar. The other point is that these are people in terms of their relationship style is the feminine and orderly, which means that the whole goal of their relationship has to do with bonding. So these are people who are going to be very much the type to check in on their loved ones. So they're going to call regularly. They don't mind even talking to someone they really care about on the regular basis. So they like that of close regular contact with people they care about. On the downside, when it comes to this combination, is that it's the difference in energy. So the ENFJ, being an intuitive feeler, has one of the best energies. It's only lower than the INFJ, whereas the ESFJ is a sensor judger. So it means that it has among the lowest energy. So when the ENFJ is spending a lot of time with the ESFJ, they will feel drained. Although they might feel like confused about that because they get along on so many levels, because the ESFJ is the sensor version of the ENFJ. So they'll see that they have so many areas where they blend really well, but yet the ENFJ will feel tired being around the ESFJ, because when you look at their brainwave dominance, the ENFJ has a slow alpha brain dominance around 7 cycles per second, whereas the ESFJ has a beta brain dominance, so it is around 15 to 16 cycles per second. So in terms of their energy, because it reflects their energy, they are at opposite ends. So that can confuse a lot of people. They say, well, I get along really well with this person, but how come I feel drained and tired each time I spend time with them? So this is one reason that people understand, is that even though you might have a number of functions that are aligned, but you can literally be at opposite ends when it comes to your core energy. To summarize, the ENFJ and the ESFJ will get along well, as friends, even like good acquaintances. They could be co-workers, but if they were to live on the same roof and actually share the same bedroom, that would be a challenge for the ENFJ because of the great difference in energy. So the intuitive feelers have among the best energies, and the theme of their life is obviously in spirituality and meaning. The SJs are about tradition and duty, so they are about the past. So in terms of, that's why their brains are wired for that. So in terms of their energy, are about the lowest. So although they'll feel confused about that, say, well, I get along really well with this person, but how come I feel tired? Is that even though you might share a number of functions and even that order, but you could be at opposite ends when it comes to their core energy. So in other words, I would say that this is not a type of relation that could actually work long term if they decide to marry and share, the bedroom and be really close on a regular basis. So let me know if you agree or disagree with this romantic compatibility analysis by commenting below. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please click on the like button. Also, if you're interested maybe in being typed, I will put a link below so you can actually get a hold of me. Also, remember to click on the notification bell so that you are notified of other videos that I make, and remember to subscribe to my channel, and we will talk soon.